so hold on. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, hello. Buenas tardes, toda la gente. Okay. I gotta get this earring up. Yeah, no, I gotta get this over here and then this over here. How's that? Is that better? Okay. installations. The installation celebration yesterday. Is that too loud? Is it too loud? A little bit? No? It sounds loud for me. Um, so I just want to again thank everyone who participated, everyone who was here, everyone who gave of their love and their energy just being here, or even holding us in the that energy and in prayer for that day to come. One of the things that I was thinking about was a lot of people who volunteered and worked so hard. Not all of them. They're not even members. So I want to extend a special invitation to those of you who are not members, and you know who you are. And, sometimes people don't want to become a member because they don't want to be committed and they don't want to, they feel like, now they're attached in some way. But the reality is that you're already doing everything a member does. You're volunteering, you're tithing, you're coming to Sunday service, you're being all who you are. And, there's benefits to being a member. So the benefits are what? You get 10% off of your classes, the bookstore, any events. If you wanted to rent the sanctuary or Friendship Hall, you get 10% off. You get to vote. So when they voted me in, you have a voice. You get to have an opportunity to vote as well. And so I just invite you to just step into that consciousness, and consider becoming a member. We would love to have you. So that's all about that. Okay, so welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley. My name is Reverend Esperanza Ramos, or Espy. Most of you know me as Espy, and that is just beautiful as well. I want to welcome everyone here that's here live, everyone on Facebook, everyone who comes and sees us later, goes into the YouTube channel and picks it up later. Just welcome to our center. Wherever you are in your spiritual journey, however you identify, with gender, politics, age, race, color, culture, religion, or no religion, you are welcomed here. And you're welcomed here because we are a welcoming and diverse community. We're transforming lives and creating a world that works for everyone. And that includes you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and everybody else, right? And so, your presence here makes our center, our world, so much richer and so much more sacred by having you participate and be here with us. And so thank you for joining us, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley. We have a great service today. We have Joan McLaughlin as our practitioner. We have Stacy Justice as our song leader, our music director, and the center singers, which is Tiffany. Tiffany, which was our hostess with the mostest yesterday, just beautiful. You did a beautiful job. Thank you for that. Our usher, Dean in the back. Thank you, Dean. And we have Bruce, DJ Bruce over there taking care of sound, and we have Noah taking care of our social media stuff. And so thank you everyone for being here, and whoever it is that's in the back that I haven't seen yet in the kitchen doing whatever they're doing. So I'm really, really grateful for everyone. And Kate, I'd like to invite Kate up to read our announcements. I'll say, are they there?
I don't have any announcements. Woo! Anyway, well, we have stuff going on. I'm sorry. I should have been more prepared when I said yes.
Remember our website, Center for Spiritual Living, AntelopeValley.com. That'll get you everything you want.
That's the place. Oh, Stacy's coming to rescue me. So here we go. As it says up there, please check out our website for all our current events. If you are interested in helping with our multimedia presentation, please speak with Bruce Smith. So we need volunteers. Dina Epperson Williams' Saturday yoga classes are temporarily postponed. until further notice. The Authentically Me Women's Group meets today at 2:30. Please speak to Joan McLaughlin for more information. Stacy's Full Moon Sound Bath is Wednesday, July 29th at 7 p.m. Sonically connect to the moon with crystal singing sound bowls. Only $20 for a love donation. On Wednesday, August the 5th at 6 p.m., the Spanish language study group is facilitated by Senior Minister Reverend Esperanza Ramos. And I'm not going to do the Spanish because I can't fake it that long. Compassionate Care Team. If you know of someone in our community that is having health challenges in the hospital or otherwise in need of support, please contact Joan McLaughlin. Is anyone here for the first time? Okay, well, we're blessed by your presence, by everyone's presence, so thank you for being here. You can experience a 2-minute tune-up with our practitioners after service. We just ask that as service ends, you exit the sanctuary quietly so that we can just meet with folks to pray. And thank you. And now our center singers.
Thank you, Kate. Oh, so this is the final Sunday of July 2026. We're over halfway through this year, which is insane. But what a wonderful way to spend our days, our Sundays, singing these songs. So this is the last time we're going to sing Use Me for a while. So embody it and join in. By Ricky Byers.
For you, and here I will bow. Oh, thank you, Center Singers. Okay, my name is Joan McLaughlin, and I'm the practitioner on board today. And I'll be available for prayer after the service. We call it a 2-minute tune-up. And further, if you have anything in your heart that you need prayer for, there are prayer cards in back of the sanctuary that you can fill out, and all the practitioners will pray during the week. Okay, at this time, we're doing Lighting the Flames of Faith, and I'd like to invite Lola up. And she generously volunteered to do the lighting of the candles today. Okay, this is a call to service. We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people, all faiths, all sentient beings come from the one great universal presence which we call Spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practice of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the 10th candle for all those who are as yet unaware of Spirit in their lives, and for the space we are holding for them here at the center. Yeah, as we light the healing candles, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to experience the healing flame of God's eternal love. Okay. One more. Okay. Well, thank you, Lola. Yeah, we're good. Okay, everybody give a hand for Lola. Okay, today's reading that I've chosen comes from the Science of Mind magazine, Guide for Spiritual Living. And, okay, the author of this reading is Swati Singh, and the name of the article is The Shape of Healing. And I'm just reading one section from here. The self beneath the wound. The modern conversation around healing reflects awareness of emotional wounds. And while we are encouraged to heal our inner child and to break generational cycles, there is an unspoken assumption that is quite incorrect, that somehow the self is damaged and waiting to be fixed. The core is awareness itself. Our experience and traumas shape our personalities, defenses, and our capacity for connection and compassion. Essentially, wounds belong to the story of our lives, but they are not the essence of who we are. Through healing, we rediscover the wholeness that was never entirely lost. However, that doesn't mean we return to being the person who we were before the trauma. Instead, we reorganize our patterns and transform. In some cases, this shift becomes essential. Many survivors develop something called metacognition, the ability to observe their own thoughts and reactions with awareness. Living in uncertain or stressful environments often trains the mind to notice subtle shifts in tone, expression, and emotional atmosphere. What first develops as a survival skill slowly becomes a deeper form of perception. Much like wildfires occur, something seems to be dead. Yet often forests scarred by wildfire regenerate from the very ash that appears to mark their destruction. We, too, regrow from what appears to be our ruins. Just keeping these words in mind, if you feel comfortable, just gently close your eyes and go within and recognize the power and presence of God, which is in our very midst. And this power and presence of God is the power of love, the power of light, the power of peace, the power of health, healing, and wholeness, the power of abundance and prosperity, the power of all things good. And I know this power and presence of God was within me and with each and every person who has attended this service today, and all those who have not attended. And this power and presence of God is present in every sentient being on this planet and beyond. And I just bless the proceedings of this service, and I know that our newly ordained Reverend Esperanza Ramos speaks brilliantly and inspires this entire congregation. To those who are open to receive the messages that she delivers through the voice of God that speaks within her and projects out into the community. And I just bless everybody involved in this service, the sound technicians, the center singers, the practitioners, the ushers. And I am so proud to be a part of the Center for Spiritual Living and all that it does for this community and for the greater community at large. And I just release this prayer into the law, knowing that God has heard my words and is acting upon them as I speak. And I just release and I let go and I let God and I allow it to be, as we say together. And so it is. Amen.
Okay, this song is called Healed, Whole, and Healthy by Karen Drucker and John Hoy. We know that vision of wholeness for us.
I
Your singers. How beautiful. I am whole. I am well. So I'm going to start off with a quote this morning. Okay. It says, "We stand in awe of a God who loves us without measure, not because of what we have done, but because who we are." And I think that's so beautiful. And, this whole month we've been talking about no bad parts. And so, every week we've dug into it a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper about how we have no bad parts. Sometimes it's like, oh, my knee hurts, or oh, this or that is going on in my life. But that doesn't mean that you have bad parts, because you are perfect, you are whole, you're complete just the way you are. I don't know if you guys have seen, there's this gentleman, and I wish I could remember his name right now, but he came out in a show, in a YouTube video, where he has no legs, and he has, I think, one arm. I can't remember what his name is. And he comes out showing that when he was even in utero, they told his mother that, this kid didn't have these limbs, and that, all these complications were occurring. And the mother said, well, this is our child. We're going to have this child no matter what. And they did. And through his whole life, did he have challenges? Of course he did. He couldn't walk like a normal kid. He couldn't do other things according to what we call normal. Not that he wasn't normal, right? This was his normal. And he didn't have any bad parts. So he learned to move. He learned to walk. He learned how to get up on that chair. He learned, and he learned, and he learned. And he recognized his divinity. He recognized that he was a child of God. And he recognized that there was nothing in this human world, in this realm, that could stop him from being and expressing himself fully as who he was. And so I thought that was really, really beautiful. And for those of you who know that I have grandchildren, and a couple of them have some genetic condition that causes some neuropathy and a number of things. And when I saw this video, it was like, hey, you guys, come and look at this video, because I felt like I didn't want them to feel limited because they have to wear braces, because they can't do some of the things that the other kids do, that they can't, they're out of balance, a lot of the times. And I wanted them to get the message that I got out of it, but they're totally bored with the video. So they're like, all right, whatever. But it meant something to me, and I think that just carrying on with this whole theme of no bad parts, our topic today is a world that values all who we are. And so before we start, what do? We have to get up and say hello to your neighbor, give some love, just tell somebody that they have no bad parts. Just say hello, shake their hand, give them a hug, whatever it is that they are willing to accept or that you're willing to give. I always tell people we are small, but we are mighty. I have too much fun with this, right? The first time I decided to do that, we used to do this a long time ago, where we would do the meet and greet. And one of the challenges, of course, is that people love to talk to each other. You know, they want to share the love. They want to engage. And so even if it's just like, just go say hello, it takes long, And it doesn't take long because we're small. We're small and mighty. But it does take a little bit, out of the time that we have allotted for service. And, we try to stay within a certain thing. But I think it's just so beautiful because you might see someone that you've probably never seen here before. You might see a new face, somebody who just walked in, and maybe they're feeling a little shy, maybe they're feeling a little lonely, or all by themselves. And it gives them the opportunity to feel the love in this room, and to feel that we really do welcome everyone. And so that's what I do, because I love it. I love doing it. And then I'm loving playing that little thing. I'm getting a little crazy with it. So this whole thing about, God loves us without measure, so it's not about, it's who you are, not what you've done. It's not about your accomplishments, your success, how you dress, how you make yourself shine. It's not about any of that. It is just by the divine nature of who you are. So because of who you are already loved. There is nothing that you need to do to make yourself any better so that you can have this divine love, this universal love, this love of God, this love of the universe, this love of whatever you want to call it. It's already yours. You were born with it. You were born as it. So it's not even saying, oh, I was born and somebody gave me some love. No, you came into this world as love. And so you were birthed into it. How beautiful is that? Some of you know that I have been reading the books of Father Doyle. Doyle? Boyle? Getting confused now. Tattoos of the Heart. He was a priest who works with Homeboy Industries. And I have all his books now because somebody gifted them to me. But I had already read one, and I had started listening to the other one. And I really look at some of the things that he says, and I really love it because, he says something about kinship. And his goal was, this is what he learned also, because at some point we think that as ministers that we're going to run out and save people, that we're going to run out and do something, and we're just going to be right there, and we're going to pick you up, and we're going to hold you and love you, and you're saved, right, from whatever it is that you're dealing with in your life. And it was a lesson that he learned, that he couldn't save people. He couldn't save these young gang members. They were so deep that all he can do was be there to support them in the way that they needed to be supported. And sometimes the way that they needed to be supported was to just be heard. And sometimes what they needed was maybe they needed a little food in their house. Maybe they needed some food, some diapers for their child. Or maybe they needed something else. So it was in all of this that he learned that he became not only something for them, but they became something for him. So he began to evolve in the way that he was thinking. And what really got me about this whole story, too, is that he served people who others just turn away from. When, if you drive anywhere, in any area where you think it's a gang neighborhood, what do? You try to get out of there as fast as you can, right? Let me go, I don't want to be in here. I don't want to, especially after dark. Oh my God, no, I don't want to be here. Or by yourself. We don't understand the community. We don't understand, what's happening in that community. And so we're afraid of it. We create this fear and want to get out of there as fast as possible. And not him. He went into this community, and he wanted to be able to be of service to them. And so he opened his arms, he opened his church, he opened everything that he had, the love of God, for those people who no one else would accept. And it's kind of like the story of Jesus, right? Where Jesus opened his arms. He accepted the people who were not accepted by others. And he saw the divine spirit in those people. He never saw a person and said, like, you're a sinner. He knew that even that person that was called a sinner, that there was compassion and healing that was taking place in that person, right? And so in Science of Mind, we learn that God is the only life expression that there is. So what does that mean? So we believe that there is only one power, one presence. It's everywhere. It's omnipresent. And so in that presence has, from that energy, has created each and every one of us. And so if it has created each and every one of us, then we are of that presence. We are of that same energy, that same essence that God is. So there's only one life, but it's expressing through each and every one of us as individualized expressions of God, of the universe, however we want to call it. We can call, some people say God, some people say spirit, some people say the universe, some people say energy, consciousness, whatever it is that one thing. And it's all united. It's all into one thing. So Father Boyle, he spent decades in this area of working with gang members, working with those children. A lot of the book, when you read it, it's just... I was talking to my sister about it yesterday because I was telling her, I think I already have this one, And I told her, but if you want to read it, I told her, it is like heart-wrenching. It is just so sad to read it and to recognize the experience that someone else is having, because for me, for one, I don't know what that feels like, And so being prepared to do that, and I can just imagine what he felt when he was in that environment and when he's trying to do good and trying to understand what these young men and women are going through. When we separate ourselves by titles, by we create these little boxes, right? And we say, oh, these are the successful people, these are the rich people, these are the business people, these are the whoever people. And we start to create little boxes, we're starting to create separation. So we start to separate ourselves from them. And so then we create this otherness. So they are others. We're not like them. They're others, And so we don't believe that here in Science of Mind. That's why we're always saying that we are a unified front, that we are all inclusive, that we are... we're open to every single person who wants to walk through that door, because we truly believe that there is only one life. And that life is expressing through me right here, right now. It's expressing through Joan, through Kate, Kate, Stacy, it's expressing through everyone. And the beautiful thing is that we get to express however we want. And we get to express and experience life, the life of God through this body of Esperanza. God gets to experience God through Esperanza. So it's not a one-way street. It's going both ways. So as a human, I'm getting to experience God. And as spiritually, God is able to experience humanity. And so we are both one, having experiences and being guided in different ways. Have you ever had an idea or something and think, oh, I'm going to go do this. And then you do it, and it is just a show, It's like it just doesn't come out the way you wanted it to. That is still an expression. It is still an expression. It's still fun. It's like, okay, that didn't really turn out how I wanted it to. Do you think God is saying, you did a bad job? No. God is saying, within you, saying, oh my God, okay, well, that didn't work out. Not the way we thought anyway. So it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. We want to take our mistakes sometimes and we want to look at them and then kick ourselves. Let me see. Can I do it? Kick ourselves in the booty because we did something wrong or we made the wrong choice or we went the wrong way. I remember when my daughter was little and I was driving somewhere. I was in LA. I don't know, we were going someplace over there by Dodger Stadium. And I remember driving around and I was lost. And we didn't have GPS. And I'm thinking, where am I? Like, I am lost. And she starts crying. And I tell her, honey, what's wrong? And she's like, I don't want to be lost. And so in her mind, in that moment, being lost was something scary. And to me, because I've always been a little adventurous, being lost just gave me an opportunity to find my way. It's like, oh, let me go this way, and let me go that way. And, and I would like pull over if I saw people in the yard and say, hey, excuse me, I'm trying to get to this place. Can you help me find directions? And they would tell me where to go in a good way. And I would find my place, right? I would find my way home or wherever it was that I was going. Some people will not do that because they have this fear of this person, right? That this person might be a bad person. That this person might be someone who wants to take advantage of you. Maybe this person is, somehow evil. And I've never really been that person. I kind of I don't live in that place. I never really have. And today I'm really grateful that I don't because it has opened up so many doors for me to have so many experiences. And this is one of them, right? Stepping into this ministerial position. I love the fact that my grandkids were here yesterday. The older ones as well as the younger ones. Because sometimes we have conversations and there's some self-doubt. As to what they can actually accomplish. They look at the big picture like, oh yeah, it'd be nice to do this, but it's a little bit much, for them to be able to absorb that and to see themselves as that. And here, in this center, what we're teaching is that if you can think it, you can be it. It is all your mind because it is the mind of God that is creative. We know that we create our own life by what we're thinking. And so coming to this point, becoming a minister here is one of those things that, way back when, and I was sharing it yesterday a little bit, is that, we have this idea because it's God's idea that's being planted in our mind about going to ministerial school, becoming a minister, doing something more. And I was thinking, and thank you for singing that song, Stacey, because when I was listening to you singing it, I thought to myself, when actually did that start? And I remember when I was little, and I was going to catechism. And I remember then thinking, wow, how do you do more? How do you become more? And it's funny because I had this conversation with Reza. I was telling him, I always wanted to be in the inner circle, that inner circle of spirituality, that inner circle of the chosen children of God. How do I get into that inner circle? How do I do that? I couldn't figure it out. I went through all the Catholic sacraments. I volunteered at the bookstore. I tried to do this. I tried to do that. I went here. I went there. Before you know it, I'm going to Victory Outreach, and then I'm going to a Baptist church, and then I'm going somewhere else. Because I was always searching how to get into that inner circle. Because in my mind, I hadn't learned this yet. So I thought that there was some special way that there's something, that you had to be this chosen child of God. Now I know that we're all chosen children of God. We're all in the inner circle. There is no inner circle, because we're all in it. We're all in it. And so when we look at this in a global way, and we look at what is our global vision, because really our topic is a world that values all who you are. But in order for me to value all who I am, I have to value all who you are and all who you are. And so I have to be able to look at you and look at you and look at everybody everywhere that I'm at and recognize that divine essence that's within me is within you. There is no difference. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter what language you speak. It doesn't matter what level of education you had. It doesn't matter if you're rich. It doesn't matter if you're poor. None of that matters. Because we are all tied together by this golden thread that is created by the divine. Right? So we're all children of God. And so do you think that you can really do that? Without judgment, without criticism, to be able to look at another human being and say, yeah, they're different than I am. They may have different political views. That's a tough one, huh? They may have different political views. But does that mean that they are not the essence of God? That's a big question. Because those things become quite difficult. That is where the practice is. That is where the practice is for each and every one of us. Because the more we can practice and the more that we can see, we don't have to agree with everybody. So I can look at someone and say, okay, well, this is what they're saying, and I just don't agree. It's okay. I don't have to agree. But it doesn't mean that I don't see them through the eyes of God, as a child of God, as a spiritual being, as that essence of all that is, that infinite presence. That's where we create balance in our life. Because otherwise we create resentment, and we create hatred, and we create, anger, and we create what other words that I can think of? I'm trying to think of. Yeah, all that stuff. We create all that stuff that in reality begins to really just injure ourselves. So it's stuff that we're carrying because we're mad at what happened. We're mad at what somebody said. And we're angry because they're not doing this the right way according to us, right? And so now we're carrying all this resentment. And it's causing our energetic body to be off, to be unaligned with Spirit, unaligned with God. And so we can look at someone and say, I don't really agree with what they're doing. And so what can I do differently? I know that in this room, if we begin, or if we continue, I don't want to say begin because I know we got beyond beginning, but if we continue to see each other through the eyes of God, and we continue to honor each other with our differences and our similarities, and just with a bunch of love, that in this room starts to expand outside. Because now when we go outside, we see somebody else, and it's like, that's cool. I kind of like that. That diversity that is sacred, that is a sacred expression of God. Each one of us is that diversity. It's not just one person or one type of person or one anything. It's all of us. Because we are all, and each and every one of us, diverse in our own way. Yes, Dina? Yes. So I had something I wanted to read. Let me see. So when people feel valued, they begin to heal. When they feel like they belong, they flourish. So they're no longer separate. So we grow as a group together, right? The way that we see one another influences the experience that we create together. So the way that we see each other influences the experience that we create together. And so yesterday I said just very little about the world vision and about creating a world that works for everyone. So we talk about social consciousness, justice with compassion, making choices from our heart, knowing that every single person should be treated fairly and should be treated with love and compassion and justice and all of that, right? So that all comes together as we create our own environment internally. What it is inside of you that is now going to express externally. I think one of Carl's topics was my inside reflects my outside, something like that, right? That was the topic. And so this is exactly it. Whatever you have inside is what's being expressed outside. It's being expressed every time you meet someone, every time you encounter a person, you're at the store, you're at the restaurant, wherever you're at. Whatever you're giving is who you are inside. So you're expressing that. And you're expressing it in all different ways because we're creating our reality right here and right now. What kind of reality do you want to create? I want to create a reality of love. I love love. So I'm going to close because I'm running out of time and I could probably go on for a little bit longer. But Father Boyle says, love is the answer. Community is the context. And tenderness is the methodology. I love that. And science of mind says love is truth. Consciousness is the creative power. And unity is a reality. And so we can see that, we use different words, we use different languages, but we're really saying the same thing. That we come together in love. We have a heart of compassion. And we know that there's unity and there's oneness within all of us. And so I do have homework for this week because, I know you guys are just dying to have homework. So I'm going to give you a little homework. And it's really easy. It's the easiest thing ever. You guys can text me or call me or see me next week and tell me what you thought about the homework. So when you encounter someone, whether a family member, a stranger, anyone that you may disagree with, silently affirm to yourself, the divine lives here. And remember that it's not someday or one day or later on, that a world that values all who we are is built right here, not by a grand gesture, but just by our actions and how we express ourselves in this very moment and every moment as we take that next moment forward. So thank you. Let's move into prayer. And so I just invite you to just close your eyes or just gaze, somewhere. And just know and recognize that divine spirit, that one life, that infinite life, that infinite presence that is just here in this room. It surrounds us and it is within us and it's expressing through us. It's just so beautiful that we can feel that energy, that we know that is an existence within us and around us. It's like the ocean, a cup of water from the ocean that has all those elements and everything that the ocean has in that cup of water, and that is you. You are the ocean, and you are the cup of water. Because you're all one. Because it's all together. It's this oneness. And we create this life full of love and compassion because we know that what we are creating internally is expressing externally. And that creates our environment, it creates our life, it creates our home, it creates all our encounters. It's just a manifestation of what is in consciousness. And so we just say, yes, thank you, God, for this awareness, for this ability to see through the eyes of God and hear through the ears of God, and to speak those words that are the words of God. And so with that, I just say thank you. Thank you, Mother, Father God, for all of these gifts, for all of this awareness, for the beauty that is, for the knowingness and the truth of who I am and who each individual is right here, right now. And I just let it go into this universal law, knowing that these words are already unfolding as I speak. And together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, SV. Definitely. Round of applause. Some days I just get emotional and I don't really know why. And this song is this song is kind of an emotional song. It's called "What a Wonderful World" by Louis Armstrong, and so I'm going to sing it and not get emotional. No. It kind of speaks to today's topic. Thank you, SV. Thank you, Bruce. I see trees, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies as blue, clouds white, the bright blessed days and the dark sacred nights. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, though pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. Oh, I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow, and they'll learn so much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
So I thank you in advance for all the ways that you give and for everyone, who's online, who might want to contribute. There's a button on there that you can press for your donation. Please join me in saying our affirmation. Today, I give in love and joy for the overflow of abundance in my life. My gift goes forward to bless and uplift, fulfilling the purpose of our spiritual community. Lives are transformed. I am grateful, and so it is. Thank you.
Okay, if you guys want to stand up with us and get a little boogie on, shake your energy, do the abundance. This song is called More Give.
This is a dancing song, you guys. Let's dance. But now my mic on. No quiero que me oigan. Comienzo a cantar.
If you want more love, give love. If you want more joy, give joy. If you want more peace, give peace. If you want more, give. If you want more, give. If you want more money, give your money. If you want more time, give up your time. If you want more friends, be a friend. If you want more, give. If you want more, give. When you give, you receive. It's as simple as that. There's no effort, no struggle. It's just a simple fact. If you wanna see a change, leave your shame. If you wanna have more truth, tell your truth. If you want more gratitude, give thanks. Yes. If you want more, give. If you want more, give. That's great. It's just a simple fact. It's just a simple fact. It's just a simple fact. Jack. Woo! If you want more love, gotta give love. Give love. If you want more joy, you gotta give that joy. Give joy. If you want more peace, you gotta give peace. Give peace. If you want more, give. If you want more, you gotta give. If you want more, give. Here we go. If you want more, you got to give. If you want more, you got to give. That's right. If you want more, you got to give. If you want more, you got to give. If you want more, you got to give. It's not done yet. Hold on. You got to give.
Thank you. I love these songs that just make me get up and move because then I get steps in. Yeah, so if everybody wants to just put their hands out as we bless these gifts, these ties of generosity from this Center for Spiritual Living in Antelope Valley and the community at large. Not only does that serve our community, but it serves the giver because we know that the law of circulation is always in place, and so it's always blessing those who give as well as those who receive. And so it is. So it is. So let's make a circle. Oops, sorry. We're going to make a circle, probably on this half. Hi, Annie. Should we go here? I went too close. All right, so just put your hands out as we bestow this blessing upon each other, and just repeat after me. We know who you truly are.
We know you truly are.
You are a unique way that Spirit is expressing. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank God for you. Welcome home.
Welcome home. And now we're going to sing the peace song, holding that vision, knowing right here and right now that there's peace on this planet, and that we love one another, and we take that out into the world, and it ripples in a way that is beyond our imagination. Yes, there is peace on earth. I know it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that expands through me. With God as our power, united all are we, and we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me, and this is the moment now. Now, with every step I take, this is my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace.